this workout video, you must be comfortable with getting up and down from the floor. As you see, I have a mat here. You don't necessarily need a mat. You can do it on the carpet here. I think the carpet would be just fine. If you have hard floor, I wouldn't recommend doing it on that. And we're gonna start by getting down onto the ground. If you need a chair, I would have a chair handy. And if you think you need a pillow for your head while you're laying on the floor, I would make sure that's close by and you could reach it once you're on the floor. So I'm gonna start by getting onto the ground using no chair. So I'm gonna reach my hands down, bend at the knees, bring my hips down, let my hips sink until I make contact with the ground with both hands. And then I'm gonna start to shift my hips around and then knees to the opposite direction until I gently sit on the floor here. And then I will show you how that is done with the chair. Chair would be similar. So we have your chair set up. And what we're gonna do is slightly bend your knees till you make contact both hands with the chair. And then same kind of thing, but we're gonna take it a little slower. You're gonna slowly bring your hips down, start to twist till you're slowly twisted down to the floor, and then getting back up will kind of be the reverse of that. So we're gonna flip around and we'll have your left knee onto the ground and then slowly twist, bring it back up, and we'll go over getting up again at the end of the video. Let's get started. So we're gonna be lying flat on our back. Going through a little bridge sequence here. So flat on your back, knees are bent, feet are flat on the ground, and pull them back, make sure they're flat. All right, so I want you to start by tightening up your core like you're gonna be punched in the stomach. Press your low back into the ground. We're gonna anchor your arms into the ground as well. I want you to lift your hips up as high as you can. Big squeeze, hold for a second. Slowly bring it back down. Barely tap the mat and bring it right back up. Keep that going. There's 3. Big squeeze at the top. 4. Going to 10. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And on this last one, we're going to squeeze and hold. Squeeze and hold. Get those hips up as high as you can. And relax. All right, take some deep breaths. Give those glutes a minute to rest. And next we're gonna be getting right back up into that bridge hold. So I'm gonna have you lift up. Hold it up there as high as you can. Squeeze those glutes, squeeze that booty. Then we're gonna gently kick your legs out. Bring it back down, nice and controlled. This is a tough one. Make sure those arms are anchored into the ground. There's 8. My hips are starting to sink. Keep those hips up. There's 10. All right, gently relax that. Give that booty a little rest. Take some deep breaths. All right, and next we're gonna try a single leg glute bridge. So what I want you to do is take your left leg, pull it back towards your chest, left knee back towards your chest. You could keep it bent. Then we're gonna do the same thing we've been doing. Press into your right heel, lift your hips up off the ground, get up as high as you can with that one leg. There's 3. Same thing, try to control it down. 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, relax that. I won't make you hold that one with the single leg. So next we'll pull that right knee back towards your chest. Keep that knee bent. Press that left heel into the ground. We'll lift those hips up as high as you can with that one leg. There's 3. Make sure you're keeping that core tight. Brace like you're going to be punched in the stomach. There's 5, halfway there. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, gently relax that. Take some deep breaths. Next, we're gonna do some direct core work. So we call this one a dead bug, and this will be a little bit modified. So what I want you to do, keeping your knees bent, we're gonna pull them back towards your chest, so your knees are right above your hips. And if you can pull them back even a little further, great too. Now I want you to take your hands, so you're gonna press them into your knees, and I want you to push down with your hands and push up with your knees, and really try and activate, brace that core like you're gonna be punched in the stomach. Really squeeze. It's almost like doing a plank flipped around. And if you can't quite feel it, or if you're feeling it more in your legs, try and pull those knees back a little bit more. And 5 more seconds. And relax. All right, nice job. Take some deep breaths. All right. Next, we're gonna do some curl ups. So I want you to take your hands, we're gonna place them on your thighs. And your knees are bent, we're in that same position that we've been in. So hands on the thighs, we're gonna start low towards your hips. Take a deep breath in. And then I want you to brace your core like you're gonna be punched in the stomach, or we're gonna reach up towards your knees. Lift those shoulders, shoulder blades, upper back off the floor. Slowly bring it back down. We're really trying to curl your chest towards your hips. So really try and squeeze those abs as you lift towards your knees. There's 7, 8, 9, and 10. Nice job. Relax that. Take some deep breaths. And we're going to stay in the same position, but I want you to bring your hands towards the ground. And so for this one, we're going to be working the abs still, but a little bit more obliques, because we're going to do a little side reach here. So what I want you to do is try and lift your shoulders, lift your head and upper back off the ground. Tighten up your core, brace your core. We're going to do heel taps. So I want you to just reach out, alternate tapping your heels. If you can't reach your heels, pull your feet back a little bit more until you can reach them. Make sure you're bracing that core. It's like you're going to be punched in the stomach. Do a few more. All right, nice job. Relax that. Take some deep breaths. All right. So next, what I'm going to have you do is we're going to stay in the same position, anchor your arms. I'm going to have you lengthen your left leg out, left heel out. So leg straight against the ground here, knee straight. I want you to keep that leg and knee as straight as possible. Keep your core tight, brace like you're going to be punched in the stomach, and we're going to raise that leg up and slowly back down. So just tap your heel on the ground, bring it right back up. Slowly down. Make sure that knee's staying straight. You're keeping that leg as straight as you can. There's 8. You got 2 more. 9 and 10. Nice job. Relax that. And we're going to switch legs. So left knee bent, and then we'll straighten that left leg out. Make sure that knee's straight, leg as straight as you can get it. And we're going to lift that right leg up off the ground as high as you can. Slowly bring it down. Tap that heel on the ground, raise it right back up. Keep that going nice and slow, and really try to control it down. Don't just let that leg drop. Make sure we're keeping that abs tight and braced. Pretend you're about to be punched in the stomach. 2 more. All right, nice job, relax that. So next we're gonna try a tough one. This is heels to the heavens. I'm gonna set up a triangle with my hands here. I'm gonna place it right under my tailbone, just for a little support for the back. And then what we're gonna do is lift your feet up into the air, and then we're gonna gently try to push your heels up towards the ceiling. This is a tough one. Might not be able to get up very far, but try and push those heels up as high as you can towards the ceiling. This is really working on those lower abdominals. Do 2 more. All right, nice job. Relax that. That's a tough one. All right, take some deep breaths. Next, we're gonna move to our side. Do a little side sequence. So I'm gonna flip over to my left side here. So we're gonna start with a side plank. So I'm gonna have you bend at the knee. So your knees are about at a 90-degree angle, stacked right on top of each other. Make sure your left elbow is right under your shoulder. And we're gonna try and line up, make sure your shoulder is right in line with your hips and in line with your knee. And what I'm gonna have you do is lift your hips up off the ground and try and stabilize on the knee there. This is really working those side obliques. I'm just gonna hold it here. All right, gently relax that. So we're gonna do that same kind of thing, but this time we're gonna rep it out. So I want you to stay in that same position, but you're just gonna lift those heels up, big squeeze, slowly bring it down, and lift it back up. It's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Nice job. You should really be able to feel that, really feel that. All right, so next I want you to extend your left arm out, and you could set up your head on the tripod like this, or you could extend your arm out straight and just lay your head on the ground here, whatever's comfortable for you. I'm gonna rest it on my hand here. So I want you to take your top leg, this will be the right leg. We're gonna extend it out straight. And then from here, we're gonna do side leg lifts. So you're just gonna raise that up, slowly back down. You should really be able to feel the sides of your glutes here. Make sure your toes pointed forward. There's 8, we got 2 more. 9 and 10, and we're gonna hold this 10 up here. Just try to hold it up. Should really be starting to feel it here. And now I want you to do a little circle with your leg. So use your whole leg and stir the soup. Little circle going forward. And then we'll make it a little bit bigger. Make it a little bigger, medium-sized circle. Now we'll make a nice big circle. It should really be burning now. It's really burning me. Got 2 more and 5. All right, nice job. Relax that. So next I want you to stack your knees, stack your feet on top of each other, and then you can bring your knees up out in front of you a little bit. So your feet is lined up with your tailbone, lined up with your shoulders. So next we're just gonna lift that knee up off the ground. This is a little bit easier compared to the last couple we're doing, but you're gonna feel it more because of the last couple things we've been doing. I can feel it. There's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Nice job. Now I'm gonna have you switch. We're gonna flip around to the other side. So I'm now on my right side. we got to do side plank first. So we're going to put your right elbow right under your right shoulder, and then pull those knees back. Have them about 90 degrees. You want your knees right under your tailbone, right under your shoulders, right under your head, so you're nice straight line except for your legs kicking out there. All right, we're gonna do the side plank hold. So lift your hip up off the ground, try and hold this position, and make sure your shoulder or your elbow is right under your shoulder. If it's out too much, it's not only gonna be harder, but it's gonna be tougher on the shoulder. So stack it right underneath that shoulder. And relax. Take some deep breaths. I'm gonna do 10, repping it out. So just lifting those hips up just like that. Take some more deep breaths and we'll get it going. Ready? And here we go. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, nice job. Relax that. Take some deep breaths. And we'll extend that arm out, letting more on the side here. Take some deep breaths. And remember, you could lay your head on your arm like this if it's more comfortable, or you could prop it up with your hand. So I'm gonna have you take your top leg, this is my left leg, extend it out straight. Then we're gonna slowly raise that up, slowly back down. Keep that going nice and easy. Make sure that leg's nice and straight. You should really feel it on the side of your hips and glutes here. Here's 8, you got 2 more, 9, and we're gonna hold on 10, hold on 10, hold it up there. Squeeze and hold, should be burning, should be burning. And then we're gonna do a little circle going forward, little circle forward. Make that circle a little bit bigger, should be burning now. And real big circle, make that circle as big as you can. 2, 3, we got 2 more, going to 5 here, 4, and 5. Nice job, relax that. And we're gonna stack those knees back on top of each other, stack those knees, feet together, and then we'll bring those knees up. So your feet are now lined up with your tailbone and your shoulders. And we're gonna do that little clam shell, so you just open that knee up towards the ceiling, slowly back down, but keeping your feet together. All right, nice job, relax that. So, next in the sequence, we're gonna be going from a prone sequence here. So, we're gonna go for a plank. So I'm gonna have you flip around to your hands and knees. And what I want you to do, bring your elbows to the ground, and we're gonna stack your elbows right under your shoulders. And then I want you to extend your feet out straight behind you. We're gonna try and hold this plank. Lift your hips up a little bit. We'll make sure they're not too high or too low. You want it nice and straight. And the best way I found to do this is to brace your core like you're gonna be punched in the stomach. Squeeze your glutes and then squeeze your thighs. And that should get you right in that perfect position there. And relax. Nice job. Take some deep breaths. Next, we're going to do a bird dog. So we'll go hands and knees. Make sure your hands are stacked right under your shoulders. Knees are stacked right under your hips. And we're going to do alternating limbs. So you want to raise your right arm out, left leg out straight. Slowly bring it back down. And raise your left arm out, right leg out straight. Slowly bring it back down. Opposite limbs. This is a brain game too. Slowly back down. Make sure you're keeping your core braced and tight. You don't want to be sinking with an arch back. You want a flat back, nice and strong. We'll do that right arm out, left leg out, left arm out, right leg out. See? It's a brain game too. Keep going. One more. And relax. All right, nice job. Take some deep breaths and we're gonna go right into some stretching from here. So what I want you to do is curl your toes up and we're gonna sit back onto your heels and then slowly let your head come to the ground. I'm gonna flip my head around here. Head towards the ground. And you can start to walk your hands out. Really get a stretch. This is the prayer stretch. And try to relax everything. Relax your head, relax your shoulders. And we'll slowly bring it back up to where we're on your hands and knees. So next, what I'm gonna have you do is we're gonna do a cat-cow. So I want you to arch your back as hard as you can, or as much as you can, and lift your head up as high as you can. And then next, we're gonna tuck your chin in towards your chest. And really try to round your back here. And push through your hands here. And then slowly lift that head up. Arch that back. Slowly tuck your chin and round your back. Keep that going nice and slow. Try to take some deep breaths here. All right, nice job. Relax that. And next we're gonna flip back around to our backs here. All right. So what I'm gonna start having you do is we're gonna take your left knee. I want you to pull it back towards your chest and we're just gonna hug it in towards your body. Hold it here. Single knee to the chest. Pull it in as close as you can. This is good for the hips and knee. And gently relax that, and we'll pull that right knee back. Hug it in towards your body, nice and close. And gently relax that. And then next we're gonna pull both knees back, so bring them both back towards your chest. Hug it in towards your body. It's a good one for the low back. All right, gently relax that. Return those feet back to the pad there. We'll have a bend in the knee, and then I want you to flip to your left side here. So we're gonna hold this here. So I want you to lay your head down as much as you can. We're gonna reach both arms out, and then we're gonna slowly open the book, reach that right arm up and back as far as you can. Try to relax your head back on the mat there if you can, or a pillow. This is really good for the thoracic spine. Gently bring it back. And then you could just flip around to the other side if you'd like. But I'm gonna flip around so you can still see me. So we'll let those feet drop to your right side this time. And then both arms out, reaching out. And then we're gonna take that left arm, reach it up and back as far as you can. Try to relax your head back. And slowly bring those hands back together. Take some deep breaths. We're gonna flip it around. While I'm gonna flip it around, you can stay where you are. So, next we're gonna be seated. I'm gonna have you lengthen, straighten your legs out as far as you can. So, I'm gonna have you reach your arms out, sit up nice and tall, take a deep breath in, and then as you exhale, we're gonna reach out as far as you can. Get to as far as you can, then we're gonna gently let your hands relax towards your shins or towards your feet if you could reach that far. And you could grab around your leg here and slowly pull yourself in a little bit too. Trying to get a stretch through the back and the back of the legs here. Gently relax that. Next, I want you to lift your knees up a little bit so your heels will be into the ground. Knees lifted and just a little bit. You don't want them too high. I want you to hug in, hug around those legs and pull yourself in as much as you can. It's another good one for the back. Gently relax that. We're going to extend your legs back out straight. So legs flat on the ground, sitting up nice and tall. Take a deep breath in, reach those arms up as high as you can. And then we're going to slowly reach down towards those feet again and let your hands drop and fall to your shins or towards your feet or however far you can. And this time I want you to reach a little bit farther. See if after that first round, you could stretch it out just a little bit further. And gently relax that. And from here, we're going to come all the way down, flat on your back, legs lengthened, body lengthened. I want you to take a deep breath in. We're going to reach your arms up and back over your head or as far as you can go. What I want you to do is reach your fingertips, reach through your fingertips and point your toes and push your toes away from each other. Just try and lengthen your body as much as it'll go. And gently relax the feet, and we're going to bring those arms back down to your sides. So what I want you to do is arms at your sides, flip your palms around towards the ceiling. Then I want you to take a big deep breath in through your nose. Big exhale through your mouth. Repeat that nice and slow. Now we're going to go head to toe. With every exhale, I want you to relax a little bit more. And we're going to start with your head. On this deep breath out, relax your head. On your next exhale, relax your shoulders. On your next exhale, relax your arms and hands. Next exhale, try to relax your back. Next exhale, relax those hips. Next exhale, relax your legs and feet. Let those feet fall out wherever they may. Keep taking nice, slow, deep breaths. All right, nice job. Gently relax that. You come back up to the seated position. Finished. Let's quickly go over how to get up from the floor. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna drop your knees to one side, flip around to your hands and knees. Then we're gonna slowly walk those hands back, try to lift those knees up off the ground, and then we're gonna slowly extend those hips up, straighten your legs out, and come up to stand. I'll show you what that might look like using a chair for some support. So we'll get close to your chair. We're gonna have both hands on the chair, and then we'll flip around to both knees. And then from here, we could flip to one knee, slowly start to extend up, feet together, and up nice and tall. There we go. Nice job today. See you in the next video.